Hello guys, it's Krisha again, and for today's video we'll be diving into the DU CSAS portal and the details about what is going to happen, everything that you need for your registration on the CSAS portal. So it will be a detailed explanation of what every phase will be like, because I think it's going to open up soon, because even during our time CUET happened, and in a few weeks the CSAS portal also opened. So that is what should happen this time as well, I am hoping. So we'll be getting into all the details, all the documents that you need and things like that. So let's get into it. Alright, so we'll be starting with understanding phase one. So basically, phase one is nothing but just the registration. What you need is your CUET application number, and when you enter your CUET application number, all you'll have to do is set a password. And after the password, what will happen is it will automatically fetch all your details. You just have to verify it and change anything. If you think anything is supposed to be changed, your name, your father's name, mother's name, and things like that, your state and all of that things, all the basic details are needed. And also in phase one you will need a lot of certificates. I'm not sure what all certificates are needed for different categories, but if you do belong to a category, make sure that all your certificates are ready, because fetching it at the last time will be quite a task. So make sure you are prepared with all your certificates and the important documents and their scans. Now, one question that always arises is whether you have to self-attest all the copies. So what I'll tell you to do is that you should do it, because even during my time I did it. Even though some people tell you to not do it and that it's not necessary, everyone that I knew did it. So make sure that every document that you are having, you do your signature on it and then scan it and then you upload it. Make sure to check all the sizes and things like that. So that is what you'll have to do during phase one. Make sure there are no discrepancies in your details, because these details will be important for the upcoming phases as well. So this is all you have to do for your phase one, and you will also be charged a registration fee. Now the registration fee is usually different for different categories. For the general category it is usually 250 rupees, and I think if you belong to the SC or ST category it will be around 100 rupees. So this would be your mandatory registration fee that you'll have to fill. Alright, so one thing is that you will face a lot of difficulties for CSAS portal, and until and unless you receive personalized guidance, you won't be able to understand it even if you watch a lot of YouTube videos. Now, the main point is that since I'm from LSR, I can only tell you about things from LSR, and I can tell you about the courses about LSR and how CSAS portal may LSR courses ka preference will help you. Now, if you want to get into some other colleges, for example, a lot of people were asking me if Hindu is good or SRCC is good for a certain course or something like that in comparison to any other college, you would of course have to ask the senior from those colleges, because they'll have a better idea than a person from LSR would have about other college. So of course a person who is in that college will have a better idea about what is that college. And to receive this personalized guidance, you can watch a lot of YouTube videos, but you won't get that until and unless you're on a one-on-one basis with someone. Now, one thing is that I used UBuddy for my CUT preparation, but one thing that I really thought was that I did need personalized guidance regarding my preference sheet and all of that. So they have launched a new feature which is Connect with Senior, and this is how it looks like, and this is how it will help you. Alright, so this is how the feature looks like. Basically, seniors from different colleges are listed above, and if you want to connect with any of them on one-on-one basis, you'll have to enroll. To make it easier for you guys, there's a code which will help you, LSR10, and you'll get a discount for that. So make sure you enroll if you want personalized guidance. Alright, so now moving on to phase 2 of CSAS portal. It is the most important phase, because everything that you do will determine your admission into a college. So basically there are two things in CSAS portal ka phase 2 that you need to keep in mind. First is subject mapping, and the second is preference sheet. So now the subject mapping is basically you have to match all the subjects that you had in class 12 and the subjects that you gave in CUET, and whether you are eligible for a particular course or not. So make sure that whenever you are filling your 12th class के subjects, you refer to your admit card or your result, so that you know exactly which subjects you had, because sometimes the names are confusing. And fill all of them, and make sure to double check, triple check it, because sometimes it ends up wrong, and what happens is that your entire registration can get cancelled, because on the basis of your subjects that you had in class 12th, you will have given exams for CUET in those subjects only. So if you choose 12th class ke subjects nicely and correctly, तभी you can fill CUET के subjects properly. So after you're done filling 12th class के subjects, what you need to do is make sure that you are filling the right subjects that you gave exam for during CUET. So make sure you check your admit card, and whenever you're filling the subjects, make sure the code is right and all of that. You also have to put your percentage and all of that in the subject mapping. So you'll figure it out. Subject mapping is pretty easy, but you just need to keep a check on the subject mapping, because you should not enter the wrong subject or else your registration would be cancelled. So that is what you need to do for subject mapping. Alright, so once you're done with subject mapping, you can move on to the second stage, which is preference sheet. So now the most important thing during the CSAS portal is making a preference sheet. So right now you have a lot of time before the CSAS portal opens. What you need to do is prioritize which colleges and courses you want, because most people, whenever they're filling, they usually don't fill it in any order. But you have to fill it in a specific order. Only then will you get your, allotted college. So that is what you should do. Make sure right now you make a list of all the colleges that you want to get into, and write them in an order of which college you want to go to the most. For example, for me, my first preference was LSR, Miranda, and then Stephens and Hindu. So I put them accordingly. So I first put LSR English, and then LSR, and then some other course, then Miranda, then Stephens, then Hindu, and then all the other colleges that I wanted to get into. So the preference sheet can be as short as just 10 colleges, or it can be as long as 20, 30 colleges. A lot of my friends fill 20, 30 colleges as well. It does increase your chances, but it also, everything depends on the order with which you put it. Because if you don't get LSR in the first go, you will get Miranda or something like this. So depending on the order that you put, you will be allotted a college. So make sure you prioritize which college you have to get into, which college you want to get into, and which course is the course that you want to do the most. For example, I knew that I wanted to do English. If not English, I want to do something else. For example, if I want to do psychology, so my second preference would be psychology LSR. So LSR English honors, LSR psychology honors, then Miranda English honors, Stephens English honors, and everything should be in this descending order, like the college that you want the most and then the college that you want the least. Something like this is what your preference sheet will comprise of, and that is how your preference sheet should be made. Now the simplest part is the third round, wherein you will be allocated a seat. Now allocation of seat will be pretty sometimes it's confusing, but it is a very simple procedure where you have to freeze and upgrade. If you're happy with the allocated seat, you can freeze it, then you have to pay the fees, and then your college admission will be done. But if you still want to look for other colleges and you think there are chances of you getting into a better college than the one you are allocated a seat right now, you can always update it, and in the next round you might get the college that you want to get into. So this is what phase 3 is all about. I mean, phase 3 is a far-fetched process right now. Let the first two phases happen because they're the most important ones. So make sure you do that, and that is the entire CSAS portal registration for DU. And this is all that you need to keep in mind when the CSAS portal opens. So prepare beforehand your documents, your colleges that you want to get into, and keep an information about the eligibility criteria for different subjects, and you'll be good to go.